The Hawks continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. The Pelicans hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Klay Thompson, Plumlee out there with Bargnani. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Curry in at the one spot. Now here's Curry, following the miss by John Henson.
And you look at Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and he has every tool you want in an elite defender. His speed, length, and instincts are incredible, and couple that with next-level athleticism.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Walker. Thompson misses. On defense, Atlanta. Thompson against Wade. There's a screen by Robinson. Walker. Offensive rebound. Plumlee with the steal. Wade against Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Kidd-Gilchrist said last year he wants to be known, Clark, as the best defender the league has ever seen.
And Kevin, he said it in a very humble way. I mean, it wasn't being braggadocious at all. He knows he has to work to get up there, but it is something that he aspires to, and you like to hear guys talk about that end of the floor that way.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
Thompson with the bucket.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Now, here's Wade. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Curry against Walker. Plumlee with a screen on Walker. Out to Thompson. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Walker with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Robinson kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. That misses off the backboard.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lean it.
Thompson for the triple. Cannot hit. Good D by Wade.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Tell you what, coaches love to see that kind of hustle, guys. I mean, getting after it on the offensive boards, that's always a winning play.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The hustle's great, guys, but I think we all prefer to see the finish when you can go up and throw it down like that.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
The Hawks leading by 6. And here is Curry looking for his first basket still in this one. Thompson outside. Back to Bargnani. Plenty of space. Walker with the rebound.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
That drops. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Curry against Walker. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Curry. Robinson with the block. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Wade with the ball. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
Curry passes to Plumlee. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Checking in for your Pelicans.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
New Orleans making a switch here. Gallinber's checked in. Wide open. And the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got his first points of the game. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
At the line for your Pelicans.
And with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can draw up an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right. Shots good from Bargnani.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
The kick out to Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in this short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
New Orleans making some changes here. Jeff Adrian's checked in for Robinson. Hill comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Walker. And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Pelicans foul.
Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. That's on Dwayne Wade. Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Plumlee. Collison comes in for Bargnani. And Cole subbed in for Curry.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Here's Cole. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Passes it to Collison. There's a good screen.
Nick Collison.
Soft touch off the glass.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
Yeah, and watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
D'Alembert with the screen on Thompson. Shot by Jack. Wide open. The basket good off the assist from Wade.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Thompson outside. And the basket to Collison. That is good.
Assisted by.
And the Hawks lead by 4.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Jack dishes to Adrian. Looking for Wade. He gets it there. Cannot hit. Good D by Thompson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Down low. Here's Crowder. Missed inside.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Now the dish to Wade. There's the three. To the inside. Jack. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jack's got 5 now.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
There's the screen. The drive by Thompson. Can't cash in from close range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And the basket by Hill.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, you might as well make those adjustments right away.
Atlanta calls timeout.
You know, there was plenty to be happy about last year in Atlanta with the way the Hawks played. One sour note, though, was that the team was viewed as a potential buy for Seattle groups.
Robinson's checked in for New Orleans. Shelvin Mack comes in for Dwayne Wade. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Atlanta. Hollis Thompson comes in for Thompson. And Cole kicks to Thompson. The screen from Thompson. And Collison gets it to go on the assist by Thompson.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Outside Jack. He dishes it to Mack. They get the rebound. And D'Alembert with the slam.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Clock at 6. Warren the pass to Blair. And he dunks it down.
Assisted.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
And Jack kicks to Robinson. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Here's Cole. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Deep two from Hill. Here's Robinson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Well, New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
Here's Matt. Inside. Jack for 3. It's rebounded by Blair. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Mack leading the charge. It's rebounded by Blair. Blair's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Warren. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of how...
It's a tie game in New Orleans. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Kemba Walker is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's John Henson. And it's Robinson in at the 4. That's the Pelicans 5. And Henson sends it back. And slam dunk by Kidd-Gilchrist.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Dishes it to Kidd-Gilchrist. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. So for the Hawks, Crowder comes in for T.J. Warren. And it's Klay Thompson in for Hollis Thompson. So it's the Pelicans now. Robinson a screen on Curry. And Walker kicks to Robinson. Back to Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wade. Pelicans keep it alive. The shot's good from Henson. Henson's got his first bucket of the night.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
The drive by Thompson. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Curry against Walker. And he makes good on the layup. Walker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Curry dishes to Crowder. Curry with it. He's picked up by Walker. Curry's shot is off.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Henson with the screen. Walker the pass to Henson. Rebound by the Hawks.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Atlanta.
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. If he could become a little less mechanical with his postgame, I think he could even go higher.
And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Poke loose. Crowder with the steal. Here's Thompson. Thompson is double. Curry kicks to Plumlee. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Assist from
Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
Curry attacking. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Walker's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Henson with the screen. Shot's good by Walker. Now it's a 5-point Pelican lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
And Henson sends it back. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to Los Angeles. Outside, Walker. Down low. Henson's shot is off.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence. Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Shot's good by Walker.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Outside Curry. Thompson in the corner. In the corner, Crowder with it. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pelicans leading by 5. Back to Walker. It's stolen by Curry. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And Henson kicks to Wade. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Wade's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Henson. Jeff Adrian comes in for Thomas Robinson. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Luke Babbitt in for Dwayne Wade. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collison's out there. Curry kicks to Hawes. It's stolen by Dallenberg. The 3 from Hill.
Pelicans foul call. Adrian.
The Hawks trailed by 7. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
6 to shoot. Here's Babbitt with the 3. Dalembert. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Pelicans lead by 6. Count that one. Curry's got his first basket of the night.
And thinking back to the Pelicans playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Curry against Walker. Pass to Crowder. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And watching Jay Crowder, he can really boost you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And, not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big 3 out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Curry with the steal. It's tipped. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Hawes. T.J. Warren comes in for Crowder. Thompson, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Norris Cole in for Curry. Kicks it to Collison. Here's Cole. And the rebound goes to Dalembert. Dalembert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
Atlanta again missing. Pelicans leading by 4. Now here is Jack. 5 points in the game.
When you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
Babbitt from long range. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. The Hawks trail by 4. Thompson outside. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Now Jack. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind. Professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
John Henson's checked in for Dalembert. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Bargnani is checked in for Nick Collison. Cole. No good.
the bucket, just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Talking about Jarrett Jack, he is especially dangerous at the end of the game. Not only does he make great decisions, Clark, he was a top 10 free throw shooter last season.
Yeah, experienced, tough-minded ball handlers and shot makers are always valuable, especially when it's winning time. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
That's his first personal foul.
.112 left to play here in the half. Thompson dishes to Bargnani.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Injuries have certainly taken their toll on Bargnani, culminating in disaster last season. Greg shooting up for only 29 games, the fewest ever in his career.
Yeah, I mean, he had a series of leg injuries, the hammy, the calf. Really unfortunate part about it is that he has so much talent, but yet really to develop that on the floor because of all the issues.
No good from Jack.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
He kicks it to Henson. Lets it go. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And in thinking about Bargnani's impact, he's a guy who can generate points from every spot on the floor. Three-point range, converts at the rim. He's about 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and shoots free throws like a guard.
Wade with it. 8 points for him. Good if it goes. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Pelicans lead by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
What a game here for Walker. He has 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Bargnani is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Thompson in at the 2. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Outside Jack. He feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Wade. No good from outside.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Here's Thompson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
He's had a few chances at the line, 1 of 3 in the game.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
He's had trouble putting up the same numbers from the foul line that he put up last season.
Another miss by Wade.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Curry outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Henson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Substitution.
Walker's checked in for Jarrett Jack. The Hawks leading by 4. And here is Curry. He's got 5. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. For New Orleans, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Double teamed on Wade.
That's a jump ball.
So it's the Hawks now. Pelicans trail by 4. Henson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for New Orleans.
Mark, when you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right. The Hawks making a switch here. Udrih is checked back in. Kicks it out to Bargnani. Fade away. Good.
The assist.
Bargnani's got 7 points.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Here's Walker. And Bargnani sends it back.
Ugh, ugly start. The second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
Good. 14 points for Kemba Walker.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Here's Udrih, guarded by Walker. There's the double team with Walker. Here's Udrih. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Getting back to Henson, last year was an odd one for him. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation.
The feed to Kid Gilchrist. Whiteside Robinson. Just 4 to shoot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Hawks were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.
Hawks also would wrap up the top seed in the East and were able to advance against the Nets in 6 games.
Thomas Robinson.
You know, in the second round, the Hawks had a bit of trouble once again with the Wizards. Were able to get by them despite going down 2-1 in that series. Seemed like they were out of gas against the Cavs in the next round.
And it's Udrih in the corner. Plumlee in the post. Defended by Henson. Plumlee, no luck. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
And really, with the Hawks in the postseason, they just ran out of help. I mean, the Korver injury, the Carroll injury were huge against the Cavs. And when you lose that much talent, you could see why they were swept out of that conference finals. Don't forget, they also lost Cephalosha prior to the playoffs.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Dwayne Wade continues, Clark, to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now it's mid-range jumper heavy.
And for Wade and his change in style, I really felt it was a necessity. Guys his age can't continue to hit the floor as often as he's used to and expect to make it all the way through the season.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Plumlee. Collison comes in for Bargnani. And it's Norris Cole in for Udrih. They get a hand on it. Wade passes to Kid Gilchrist. Goes up the baseline. And the Pelicans miss again.
And, you know, in general, back to Wade now. All the greats evolve and add to their games as their careers move forward. The best way to stay relevant in the NBA is by adding to your game and honing your skills.
Outside for Robinson. Wade against Thompson. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Wade. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter. And Cole kicks to Hawes. On the wing, Thompson. Collison with the screen for Thompson. To the wing right side. Stolen by Walker. Wade with it. Picked up by Thompson. Wade with no one around. No good off the front iron. The Hawks leading by 4. Crowder kicks to Thompson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Feeds it to Collison. Here's Crowder. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Crowder's got 12 in the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And Atlanta has possession. Wade. Great D that time from Collison.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Thompson with it. Robinson picks him up. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And the dunk by Robinson.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And Kid Gilchrist had that very funky jumper coming into the league. And prior to last year, really worked tirelessly. Not an easy thing to do to try to change the entire form and structure of your jump shot.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Atlanta also making some changes here. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Hawes. TJ Warren comes in for Crowder. And Hollis Thompson subbed in for Thompson. Here's Jack. He's got 7. Passes it to Babbitt. Releases from 15. That one a little long. Clark for Kid Gilchrist, and a shot. It seemed to be a step in the right direction for his entire offensive game.
Well, Kevin, it was the first year of reworking that jump shot, and the mid-range percentage has gone up as a result. That's positive progress.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
They set the pick. Babbitt dishes to Jack. 5 to shoot. That's good. Jack's got 9.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
Here's Cole, defended by Jack. Warren the pass to Blair. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Samuel Dallenberg picks one up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Steph Curry's checked in for Norris Cole. And Jack kicks to Adrian. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
For the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
The thing about Sam Dallenberg, he has been an outstanding defender over the course of his career. Really, guys, the consummate rim protector.
Great length and quickness with timing as a shot blocker. Ended last season 8th on the all-time blocks list among active players.
That is good.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Outside Jack. Releases from 15. That's short off the rim.
You know, going back to Dallenberg, only 32 games played last season for him. It was the fewest games played in his career. Amazingly, though, he still averaged over 1 block and 5 rebounds in just 17 minutes a game.
Curry can't get it to go.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
There's the pass to Adrian. There's the dish to Jack. Over to the wing. Adrian passes to Jack. New Orleans moving it around. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And when you talk about Dallenberg, he really remained the same guy throughout his career, a rebounder, defender. Offensively, he was mostly dunks, not many assists, a guy who could impact the game while playing with his limitations, and really not everyone can do that.
Hill, no good. Atlanta leading by 8. Curry with it. Now Jack defending. Curry kicks to Thompson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside Jack. He dishes it to Babbitt. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Dishes it to Collison. Jack against Curry. And that one's good. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Jack dishes to Babbitt. Back to Jack. The layup off target. And we've reached the end of the third. The Hawks on top. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Pelicans trail by 8. We've got Jeff Adrian. Jared Jack is out there with Luke Babbitt. And there's Hill. And it's Dalembert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Babbitt, right through the knee for the layup. Babbitt's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pelicans. Cole, the pass to Bargnani. The turnaround jumper, count it. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Here's the screen. Hill kicks to Adrian. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Thompson. He's all alone. Jumps up. And Bargnani throws it down.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
The Hawks leading by 10. Thompson outside. There's the 3. That's good.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
That's a 2 from Babbitt. And just miss after miss right now.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
They set the pick. Plumlee dishes to Thompson. Back to Plumlee. The screen from Thompson. From 12 feet out. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Here's Cole. Pass to Bargnani. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Guys, Bargnani was compared to several other international players when he came out. Some said he was Nowitzki. Others thought he might be more like Yao Ming in terms of impact. Ming was the only other player taken 1 overall who had never played high school or college hoops.
And going back to international comparisons, Bargnani was keeping some pace with Nowitzki over his first 5 years. But that's when the injury bug laid into him, and that's not been the case.
You know, and Bargnani was really starting to play great on the offensive end, and defensively, he started to make an impact. But Nowitzki, on the other hand, just kept rising all the way to that true Hall of Fame status. Bargnani still searching.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin did it sink in.
Crowder with it. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Now Bargnani. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bargnani's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta. And it's Walker penetrating. Here's Wade. Curry with some nice D.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And Udrih kicks to Bargnani. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Clark, one thing about the Hawks last year is they were very strong on the road, as you could have guessed.
Yeah, but Kevin, they struggled a little bit down the stretch on the road, but still managed to have the best road record in the East.
And he's good on the second.
And how about that road record for the Hawks? 25-16 last season. 9 of those wins came during that 19-game winning streak in early 2015.
Boy, you look at the Hawks, and they seem to be built to play on the road because they can survive a player having an off game. They're so deep and versatile. Team basketball is a lot less prone to go cold when you're on the road.
The Hawks were fantastic last season. After the All-Star break, they did slip up a bit, struggled against teams over 500.
Out to the wing. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They lost the last 3 games of the regular season, Clark, and really just limped into the playoffs. Some of it might have just been fatigue.
Yeah, it could have been, and their play at the end of the season did leak into the playoffs, Kevin. I mean, you could see very quickly that they weren't the same team that looked so dominant during the regular season. No slowing him down, just incredible numbers for Bargnani. He has 17 points and 2 steals. The fourth quarter he's got going right now has been excellent.
And he's really playing with some incredible enthusiasm.
Atlanta leading by 14. Outside Curry. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Bargnani against Robinson. Count the bucket. Bargnani's got 19 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Curry against Wade. That is good.
Worked that one inside nicely.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive outburst. Here's Curry. Kicks to Crowder. Back to Curry. Plumlee with a screen on Wade. Here's Curry with the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Left side Walker. That one off the back iron and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
It's Curry outside. Pelicans with the rebound.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Adrian's checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Walker. Steph Curry with the rebound.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Stephen Curry.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Walker. Walker missing again.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Curry kicks to Bargnani. Wade with the block. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
Hawks ball.
Curry outside. The shot's no good. Walker with some nice D.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
He kicks to Kid Gilchrist. 5 to shoot. Here's Henson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. They get Stephen Curry.
Shooting for New Orleans.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Well, this is really one of the nicer buildings in the NBA, right downtown Clark, this home of the Pelicans across from the Superdome.
Kevin, you're always worried about how close we are to Bourbon Street when we come here, man. But yeah, this was a fortress for the Pelicans last season as they won some big games here for sure.
Now, here is Bargnani. He's tightly guarded. Again, Curry missing.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Three-pointer, Wade. And good on the basket. Book it. Wade's got 19 points.
And you talk about the big wins here for the Pelicans last year. How about they beat the Warriors late in the year, which was huge to get into the postseason, as well as the Spurs on that final day to fight their way into that A spot.
Pelicans trailed by 15. The layup missed.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. And, you know, the Pelicans ended 28-13 here last season. A 6-win improvement for them from the season before. They can be a scary team when this place is jumping.
Here's Bargnani. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Boy, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And so here is New Orleans. And Jack, here we go. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved Coach of the Year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done taking the Hawks to the top of the East, few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. You know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio, but he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
Babbitt passes to Jack. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And the basket by Hill.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that time.
Here's Hawes. And the rebound goes to Dalembert. Dalembert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Hill with it. Picked up by Thompson. It's tipped. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Cole, defended by Jack. Here's Collison. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Atlanta.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And the foul on Jarrett Jack. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now into the lineup for the
Hawks making a switch here. Radulic has checked in. Collison dishes to Radulic. Stolen by Robinson. And now the Pelicans on the break. Babbitt, good. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Cole, defended by Jack. At the top of the key, Thompson. He feeds it to Raduljic. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Outside Jack. There's a screen by Robinson. That's a 2 from Babbitt. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching.